Mr. Speaker, 25 years ago, this House unanimously adopted Ed Broadbent's motion to end child poverty in Canada by the year 2000. Yet child poverty levels have remained tragically high. That's an entire generation of children who have needlessly grown up in poverty. 1 in 5 Canadian children lives in poverty today. There's no excuse for such a wealthy country like ours to not look after our most vulnerable members, our children. Will the government commit to taking immediate action to eliminate poverty in Canada?
Yes, we will, and yes, we have already done so, Mr. Speaker. While we all continue to hope one day for the elimination of child poverty, the NDP refuses to recognize that there has been progress made. In fact, the low-income rate for children has declined significantly from a peak of over 18% under the Liberal government to 8.5% currently, with over 700,000 fewer Canadian children living in low-income families. And Mr. Speaker, this is in part because of the enormous benefits created by this government for low-income families, which led UNICEF recently to say that if Canada is faring better than other Western countries in this regard, it's due to measures that are favourable to families like tax credits, fiscal measures and benefits that have maintained or put in place to counter the effects of the global crisis.
The honourable member for Scarborough Rouge River.
Mr. Speaker, giving a huge tax break to the wealthiest families while completely ignoring the poorest families is not an answer to poverty. Mr. Speaker, that same UNICEF report is the one that is saying that 1 in 5 Canadian children lives in poverty today, and those children deserve better. Poverty impacts their ability to learn, to develop, to be healthy, to be fully integrated in their communities, and they need real action. My question to the Minister is, will the government support the NDP motion 534 to create a national plan to eliminate child poverty?
Yes, we will, Mr. Speaker, but unlike the NDP, we will take more than just rhetorical measures. We are taking real, concrete action. This is the government that cut the GST by 2 points while maintaining the low-income GST rebate at 7%, meaning a $1.1 billion benefit for low-income families. This is the government that's lifted 1 million low-income families off the tax rolls altogether. This is the government that introduced the universal child care benefit, which provides now, next year, not over $1,900 for each family. That means a single mom with 2 kids under the age of 6 will be receiving $3,800 in cash benefit that the NDP would take